CEO of the River Counties Association of Realtors. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
All right. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you've got a great program that you do on Saturdays on Mix TV and Mix 104. I don't know, on another day, I believe Thursday on another station. So, But anyway, point is, you had a very impactful program recently, and we've invited you to come in and bring your guest. And why don't you tell me about this?
Yeah. So here I have Melissa and Chris Wiseman, and unfortunately, last November, their daughter passed away tragically in an accident, and they have started a memorial in her honor, and I wanted them to come and talk about it so we can get the word out. So I'm going to let them really discuss what their mission is, and if all of our listeners can really jump on this, it'd be a great thing for all of us to participate in. So
yeah, good morning, Melissa and Chris. How are you guys?
Hi, thank you.
Good,
thank you for having us.
Absolutely, and thank you for coming. And so just, Melissa, I want to begin with you. Just tell me about your daughter, and then just bring us up to speed here.
So her name is Darrah Wiseman. She was a senior this year at Tellico Plains High School. Wonderful student, 4.0. She had just committed to Tennessee Tech. She was going to run track with them. Kind of some of her accomplishments, academically wonderful. Can ask for a better student, but kind of where she shined was on the track. She was a 6-time state champion. Wow. She is the most decorated individual in Monroe County, and actually the first female to ever win a state championship in Monroe County.
Wow.
Of course, she competed in cross country also and went to all the state championships. And right before she passed away, she'd actually had qualified for her final state championship. It was just going to be a few days after. She was, on par to, participate this track season and maybe win a couple more championships. That was her goal. But yeah, she was a 6-time state champion. She won the 800 meter 3 times. Her freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and then she won the 3200 her freshman year, and then she won the 1600 her sophomore and junior years.
I want to go to Chris here, Chris Wiseman. Chris, just a little more about your daughter.
Yes, she was kind of just a student of running. She was really, it was her life, you might say. Just the schedule she would lay out, the things we'd do. I mean, for a 17-year-old to say, "Hey, Dad, let's go running in the morning on a Saturday night," and she said, and she would get me up at daylight on Sunday, and we'd go. I wouldn't run. I would ride a bike with her, but she would do 8 to 10 miles on Sunday morning, and just the schedule she had laid out was awesome. But more than that is she was impacting young girls. Girls seem to have a hard time competing in sports because they're self-conscious and everything like that, but she really put a platform out there to the younger generation. Hey, I can do stuff and I can be a better person. I've had several kids come up, they're in junior high and elementary and whatever, and said, we're going to run the 800 to 16 and just because your daughter done it, and we want to be a runner. And so she was influencing a younger generation to be a better person and be an athlete. And so her outreach was pretty good on that. So
it was November 2nd of last year. The Tellico Plains community lost an extraordinary young woman, Darrah Wiseman, at age 17. Her life was tragically cut short in a car accident. She was more than a high school senior. She was, as her parents have said, a 6-time state champion in track, a trailblazer, a beacon of inspiration. Now, you have your sorrow, and which is unimaginable, but you've turned it into something else. And Melissa, if you would, tell me what's happening here.
So Darrah did all these accomplishments without having a real track
Wow.
to run in. In fact, there's no high school in Monroe County that has a track
Wow.
to train on. So she would run around the football field. They would practice. They would run through subdivisions. She would go to area counties. She's been to Cleveland a couple times,
Sure.
McMinn, Central, Loudon. They were all very gracious to let her go and train, but we never had an actual track. When they built the school and then the football stadium, it was designed to have a track. So we always wanted to be able to get a track, but it just never come to be. But so now after her passing, we were approached first. It'd be nice if we could get something together and raise the funds to build a track
Sure.
at Tellico Plains High School and be in memory of Darrah.
So, what can people do? I mean, this is a wonderful project. What would people do if they want to be a part of this?
So we have started a GoFundMe, and some people have been apprehensive of doing stuff on that. But we also have joined a nonprofit, and people can make a charitable donation, which of course could be tax deductible, et cetera, like that. So I can give y'all the information, and y'all could broadcast that out if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
We're looking at doing a fundraiser event. We've had a couple young singers, up-and-coming singers. One of them was Darrah's age, and actually they had played sports and other things, basketball and stuff together. April the 6th, we're looking at doing a Tunes for the Track in Tellico, where it's from 12 to 6 on April 6th. We're going to have these two letters performing. We have some bounce houses set up. And we're just going to have a good day. There'll be food vendors there, and you can, of course, buy. I think they're selling T-shirts with commemorizing this. So
And it'll be at the Charles Hall Museum. They're on the Sarahela Skyway.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Michael, talk about your involvement in this.
So River County's, obviously Melissa's a realtor and a member of our association, and, we try to obviously give back to the community as well, and obviously try to help our realtors too when things are going on. So we did our show with Melissa a few weeks back, and with the GoFundMe, people just go on to GoFundMe. The easiest way is for them to just type in Darrah, right? Darrah Wiseman.
We've got a Facebook page.
Okay.
It's Running Memorial for Darrah Wiseman.
Okay.
Yes.
And isn't the cost for the track like $500,000 or something like that?
It is. That is the goal.
Yeah. So it's a high goal. And so what we're looking for is just anybody in the community that, whether they can donate their service, or it is money or whatever, we know we got some people here that really love to help out. And I figured if we can get this word out through you guys and, through our radio show, that hopefully can help raise these funds. Because if you think about it, for kids to have to participate in field and track and you have no track to run on, and as Chris said, you got to go run, 8 miles on the streets or whatever too, or come down here for a track. So they should have that. And I think we can make it happen. And people can reach out to me too at the association. I can get them in touch with Chris and Melissa. Michael at rivercounties.com. Just reach out to me. I'll get you in touch with that. But, go to the Facebook page, go to, the GoFundMe page, Darrah Wiseman, and we can certainly help make a difference, I think.
Absolutely. I'm going to just give you a final thoughts here. Melissa, I'll start with you. Anything you want to say before we go?
I just want Darrah's memory to live on and to know, just what an outstanding person she was. She was very humble. She never bragged about her accomplishments. In fact, she really didn't like, to be in the spotlight. And she was always, even though track and field is an individual sport, she always, with her other teammates, was just very supportive. So it's been wonderful to know what an impact that she has made on our community.
And did it in a short amount of time. Chris, final word from you, buddy.
She gave her life to running. I mean, it was, like I said, it was her life. It was her passion, and I once told her boyfriend at the time, I said, looking back through some of her notes and memoirs and diaries she had took, I never seen much mention of you. All I see was, how can I make myself better, or what can I do to perform better? I said, how does she have time for you, buddy? He said, I know what you mean. But the passion that she gives, I want that passion to live forever. And kind of, you know, this track being a memorial, you know, people come up and walk and around the trail in the mornings. The community could, of course, kids could train on it and stuff like that. So it's, I think that would be a legacy that would last forever, and then her continuing legacy would shine on. So.
Also, let's mention the event one more time. April 6th, Melissa, is that
Yes.
right?
That is correct, yes, that is a Sunday. It'll be from 12 to 6. There's going to be actually several folks playing. Like I said, one young lady, she's a senior in high school at Polk County. But they've kind of been instrumental in helping getting this together, but
Give the location again.
yes, it's at the the Charles Hall Museum on the Cherahela Skyway.
All right. Well, thank you all very much. Again, you can reach out to the River County Association of Realtors. Look for them on GoFundMe and also on their Facebook page. So I really appreciate you coming in this morning and talking about your daughter. I know it's extremely difficult. And I hope that, yes, a track will be built in her memory.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
very
much for
much.
having us.
Anytime. God bless you.
Thank you.
Michael Parent. Michael, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate our friends of the River Counties Association of Realtors. Hey, Michael, how can people listen and also watch your show?
Yeah, 8:30 in the morning on Saturdays, 8:30 to 9 on Mix right here.
Yep.
Every Saturday, so got some great information about real estate and other things that are going on with our realtors in the association.
Thank you all very much. All right, we're going to take a break, and coming up, another great interview is coming up next, so stand